Fan 1. The true meaning of education, Epictetus once said. True education lies in learning to distinguish what is our own. At first glance it sounds simple, almost too simple, but behind these few words lies the entire foundation of Stoic philosophy. Education, as we often understand it, means collecting information, memorizing, analyzing, achieving degrees. Yet Epictetus was pointing to a deeper kind of education, the education of the soul. He invites us to learn not what the world wants us to know, but what truly belongs to us, our reason, our choices, our character, our will, because everything else, our possessions, our reputation, our body, our status, belongs to the world, not to us. And if we fail to see this distinction, we will spend a lifetime chasing shadows, mistaking external success for inner wisdom. True education is not about adding more to our mind, but removing illusions from it. It is not about knowing everything, but knowing what truly matters, and what is truly ours. Fan 2. Learning to distinguish, the heart of Stoic wisdom. Learning to distinguish. That's the key phrase. In Stoicism, wisdom begins when we can draw the line between what depends on us and what does not, between the inner and the outer, between control and illusion. Epictetus called this the dichotomy of control. We do not control what others think of us. We do not control whether we succeed or fail in worldly terms, but we do control how we respond, how we think, and what values guide our actions. That inner space, the space of our judgment, is the only realm where we are truly free. And this freedom, Epictetus said, is not something given by fortune, but earned by understanding. Education, then, is not the art of remembering facts, but the practice of distinguishing what is within our command. Because the moment we confuse these two realms, we surrender our peace to the chaos of the world. Fan 3. The root of suffering. When we claim what is not ours, think of how often we suffer, not because of reality, but because of misunderstanding it. We are hurt when someone insults us, when plans collapse, when we lose what we thought was ours. But Epictetus would gently ask, was it truly yours to begin with? If another person's opinion wounds you, it is because you've handed them the key to your peace. If loss devastates you, it is because you mistook the temporary for the eternal. In truth, the world was never ours to possess. Our only true possession is our ability to respond wisely. No man is free, said Epictetus, who is not master of himself. The moment we cling to what doesn't belong to us, we chain ourselves to the unpredictable tides of life. But when we release that illusion, we return home to the only place peace can live, within. Fan 4. Owning yourself. The path of inner education to own yourself. That is the ultimate lesson. It is not about control over others, but about mastery over the self. True education, Epictetus says, begins when we learn to say, This is mine, my judgment, my reason, my integrity, and that, the opinions of others, the results of chance, that is not mine. From that clarity comes serenity. From serenity comes strength. This is why Marcus Aurelius wrote, in Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." The Stoics did not study to impress others. They studied to transform themselves. They learned not from books alone, but from daily examination, from silence, from mistakes, from moments of stillness. Every day became a classroom. Every challenge became a teacher, and every emotion was an invitation to learn. Is this within my control or not? That is true education. Fan 5. Returning to yourself. The final lesson in the end. All education, if it is true, leads us back to ourselves. The goal is not to conquer the world, but to understand the self who is facing it. When we can clearly distinguish what is ours and what is not, life becomes lighter, simpler, and infinitely freer. We stop being prisoners of what others do or say. We stop blaming the world for our suffering. Instead, we become the quiet observer, steady, centered, awake. Epictetus called this the education of freedom, and it begins not in schools or books, but in a single, honest question. What, in this moment, is truly mine? If the answer is your reason, your will, your calm heart, then nothing can be taken from you. That is the wisdom of Epictetus. That is the essence of true education.